Hello, hello, hello. Greetings and salutations to you, people of the interweb. So it's been TF Nation. TF Nation has been and gone, and I am, as always, late to do my haul video. Um, and now it's kind of like my foggy memory. I'd love to go kind of give you all shout outs and stuff because I had an absolutely fantastic weekend. And you real ones, you know what we're talking about. You know the Thursday to Sunday crew experience that we had and enjoyed, and it was just an absolutely fantastic weekend that is comes too few times in a year where you can actually sit down and talk to some of your close Transformers friends in a surrounding that is a lot like Robot Christmas. That's exactly what it is. It's Robot Christmas for us all, and we all get to enjoy our all particular niche parts of a very niche hobby. And yeah, isn't TF Nation wonderful for that? That we've got that facilitated, and also massive, absolutely massive convention. The biggest one there's been so far. I must admit, I was a bit on the Saturday. I was a bit put off by the entire deer hall because it was far too crowded for me. I'm a big awkward idiot, and I don't like pushing past people to get to tables and stuff like that. So Sunday was more to my speed. There wasn't anything like urgent or new, brand new that sell out that I was after. So I let people who were very eager to spend the robot credits get to the tables on Saturday while I just basically had a wander around, chill out, and helped out Drew on with the Renegade games. They've got some fantastic board games and role playing games that are Transformers themed, and if you ever get a chance to check some out, maybe at future conventions, you could come and check them out. I think I might end up buying the role playing game just to have another role playing game on my shelf that I never play, and the art in it is quite good as well. So there's that. So yeah, TF Nation. Do you want to see what I bought? Don't you? So first up, we're just gonna get this out of the way. Get my hat off. I bought this Swerve pin badge. And I got this, I believe I might have mixed some of these cards up, but hopefully we've got this right. From the Crafty Scraplets. Crafty Scraplets, so that's the card. And yeah, so this cool little Swerve pin badge, who is my favourite character in the More Than Meets the Eye. Nothing to do with him running a bar and being a little gobshite, but yeah, he was my favourite dude, so I got that. I was looking for something for my hat. I was ideally looking for a patch or something like that. But when I looked around, the people that they had patches, they were beautiful, but they had like at least two characters on them, and beautiful borders, and maybe scrolls with writing on and stuff like that. So they were just a bit too complex for what I'd like to wear in a hat. But they would look great in a jacket and stuff like that. But they weren't really. However, while we're talking about apparel, I did get from the guys themselves a Transformers the Show t-shirt in that Top Gun style, so I can be part of the White Wave. No, that doesn't make sense. Part of the TF Show crew turning up and being on a bar takeover. So that's quite cool. It's been washed. It's not been ironed, and nor shall it ever. And also from the mighty Lucan of Lucan's Tees, I got this t-shirt that he themed for David Kay being part of one of the guests for the convention. So it's like a Usual Suspects, but it's all the Megatrons that he's voiced along with animated Optimus Prime that he also voiced. So that's a cool little quirk that he's, voiced all those Megatrons. Yes. And then animated Optimus Prime. So that's that. We got the TFNATION Rubber Ducky this week. So we got the Rubber Ducky for TFNATION. So that means I own 2 Rubber Duckies now. And that's kind of dangerously close to becoming someone who collects Rubber Duckies. So we're just going to try and stop it there. And that is a bag of toys. So before, I'm going to ask you a question now. And because this isn't live or streaming or anything like that, you won't be able to answer the question. Which would you like to see first? Would you like to see some artwork or would you like to see some toys? Oh, artwork, you say? Okay, right. Okay, let's get the folder out here. So, let's see. So, where do we go first? Okay. So, David Cousins is an absolutely fantastic artist, and I bought some prints of him, 3 in total. That's prints, not prints. Let's see. So, we'll go here. First up, we'll do this first because it is not Transformers related, but it's still awesome. This is his print of the X-Men 97. So this is inspired by the X-Men 97 on Disney Plus. I subscribed so I can legally die in one of their theme parks, and there isn't nothing anyone can do about it. Yep, so we've got that topical, and we've got this print, which is from that finale of season 2 of Beast Wars, where Beast Wars Megatron destroys the unconscious Optimus Prime on the Ark to try and irrevocably damage history. That was an absolutely brilliant moment, and he's captured it so well in his drawings there. And then we had this Dinobots versus Sharkticons print. I love my Dinobots. It's a great moment in the movie where the Dinobots are smashing the Sharkticons before turning them to Revolution. And there was also, during Club Con, some of the chairs had his print of RC and Daniel inspired by aliens. And that's a cool picture of RC holding Daniel, like Ripley and Newt. But one thing is that I was going to say that he should have had some shockwaves hanging from the ceiling, but that there in the back corner, that could be a reference to that. So I think we should have had some an obvious shockwave hanging from the ceiling, like in the show. So did I get? Yeah. So I also got a fridge magnet free from him. A Sharkticon fridge magnet. I do love a fridge magnet, so that's going to be go on the says look for things that make you happy. And that's from David Cousins. So this is his card. If you want his socials, definitely worth looking up. Absolutely fantastic artist. Yeah. So there's that. Then we got a couple more prints. Keep calling them postcards from Captain Ogilvy. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Apparently, they're the creator of Cute Goobers. That's their socials on the back. So with them, I got this kind of Sailor Jerry inspired Elita 1. There you go. The socials on the back of that as well. I do like my rum. I do like some Sailor Jerry's art, so that's fantastic. They also bought this that I thought one of my friends would find very funny. So it's MX Master. Is my favourite. Band conversion Barbie, or I'll shoot. The Transformer. So I thought that was quite good. So we got that. And then we'll get on to, we'll leave commissioned artwork for the final little tease. So we've got some bots in here. It's going to be fun because I don't know the names of all of these, so I'll let people shout at me in the comments section. First up, my mate Duncan got me this guy. His arm has fallen off somewhere in this bag, but this is Rack and Ruin, the Cyberverse version. Is that where they're up to in the cartoon then? So he's a big tonky guy, turns into a tonky tank, and it broke my brain a little bit because apparently the guy with the monocle is Ruin, and the guy next to him is Rack. So it should be Ruin and Rack, not Rack and Ruin, and that just broke my brain a little bit. Yeah. And then from Toy Foo, we got a load of Power Core combiners. So we've got this steam shovel guy who has some limbs that are construction vehicle drones. So we've got him, and then we got, I'm gonna like to say his name is Smolder, who's the firefighter in Decepticon Bernie guy. He's a Bernie-gator guy. He does his axe here. Or is his axe called Smolder? Or is he just called Chopster or something like that? And we got... who else did we get? We got this guy, this construction vehicle guy, who's got a big drill coming out of his chest. I like a drill. I like a drill as a robot weapon. So you can put that in various places. At the moment we're using the chest peg. So we've got this guy. He'll also work well with those construction drones. And finally we got the ice shovel guy, the iceberg man, ice pick, probably something like that. I got this guy because we've got to show there's not many Transformers. If you think about Transformers and like all the special powers, there's not many that are cold related. So I kind of wanted him because he was just a little bit different. So I'm just looking through our bits, and so some of them have, and he's got his missile launcher thing there as well. So yeah, the three of the standard guys have the Minicom weapons, and we've got the other guy who's got all the limbs. As well, can have a play around and see what they all look like, and you know, that's kind of what I wanted to do. Good old Spider Father was giving out some free stuff because, you know, he's a lovely guy and people like to do that. So we've got this collect them all. This is a kind of headmaster cartoon based, and I was lucky enough to get the ninja consultant himself. 6-shot. So this is like a 6-shot figurine. There's some base articulation in the limbs, but not really much to play around with. He's got a stand. He's just a lovely looking figurine of 6-shot. You could also use him maybe in some kind of strategy battle game. Tabletop. What else is in here? What else is in here? Oh, ho, ho. And then final pickup was, well, it was one of the first pickups, but you know what I mean, is this guy. I like my Iron Factory, and I had my eye on this guy to pick up at some point, and so I couldn't resist. He was on Kapow Toys, and this is Iron Factory's Chaos Blaze. And I think we'll all agree that Chaos Blaze is a much better name than the Fallen Chaos Blaze. He's got an absolutely massive. I couldn't decide when I got up this morning if I wanted a hammer or a sword. So he's got this big thing to kind of wield around, and he's just a tank that's on fire. That's what he transforms to. So he can be juxtaposition. He can hang around with Smolder and be a juxtaposition of Ice Cap Claw, baby. Vanilla Ice. Yeah, so that is pretty much the figures we got. Oh, ho, 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 ho. But we want to, before we put this bag down, we want to mention these. So, friend of the channel and big supporter of the Transformers YouTube community, Baz, has got his new endeavour going called Inconceivable Imagination. I don't have a card, I don't think, here. And they've 3D printed some Dinobot swords. So we've got 5 swords here that will fit the Studio Series Dinobots, and with Swoop on the way, it's almost time to equip them all. I think I might have lost the tip of that one in transit, but if it's in there I'll be able to glue it on. But yeah, they look fantastic. It's always good to have some nice red swords for your Dinobots. That's what I like about Transformers, is sometimes when Hasbro does not provide, the community will. So I bought those from him. Might be a tip, just a tip in the bag here, but got his Rack of Ruins so we can just say, Duncan, I've not broken it already. It's just a mushroom peg, so its arm is back on. It's back on. So yeah, thanks for all those. And with commissions. So from Alex Milne, I got a sketch of the GoBot leader, Renegade leader, Psykill. And if you're not a fan of GoBots, well, always that gladiator that Megatron sometimes fights. You know, honest, it's not Psykill. It's Psykill. It's Psykill. Look at him with his little Psykill face. That was great. It was fantastic meeting Alex Milne, who's back at a UK convention. He's not been for a while, and a bit daunting. I'm like expecting to go up going, oh, I like your art and stuff like that. And the first thing he said to me was, do you have a YouTube channel? And I was like, oh, I was a bit lost for words then. Then Ed Perry has done me this Stranglehold. This is absolutely wicked. This is a kind of a, what if Stranglehold was a heavy retool of Kingdom Rhinox. So he's got that same kind of bulk and mass of Rhinox, but more of a robotised rhino, and even his face, it's a pretender shell, it was a human fleshy face. It's a robot face with an absolutely amazing mustache and that grin. Oh, anger and ball and chain. It's just absolutely perfect. And talking of that, this guy has been living rent-free in my head for many, many years. Since I first read the Transformers comic as a kid, City of Fear. And this is Zombie Impactor by the excellent, as always, rushed off his feet, as always, probably taking on far too many commissions, as always, Nick Roach. So this is absolutely amazing. And yeah, I love it. Absolutely love it. It's just great to have these kind of things in your collection. So yeah, think about getting these. So that's not all. We are waiting for John Paul Bouvet is going to be doing a colorized version of this, and I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. That then will be like the conclusion of my TFN 2024 haul. I hope you've enjoyed this little ramble through plastic and stuff like that. I know it's not as big or kind of expensive haul as maybe in glory days of past. I've calmed down a little bit on how much I am buying at a convention. Let's just say that. I can't be bothered carrying it all back, so pre-orders and stuff like that are the way to go for me. But there you go. Thanks for watching. You've been lovely as always, and if we cross paths at the convention, I'm glad to have met you. Didn't get enough time. There's never enough time to speak to everyone you want to speak to. Some people only speak it into passing. Only really had a chance to see the Gaunts, just to wind them up at breakfast about who's been shitting in the lift. And so it wasn't really a proper conversation or anything like that. But, you know, did get to see the boys and wags of Transformers the show. And, you know, spent some quality time with my friend Duncan. Also, you know, a few other people. Ben Watson gave me his fanzine, which is in my bag and not down here while I'm filming. But it's absolutely fantastic. So, that's another one to go for. But always be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes. Because you deserve it. Let's bump this, shall we? Bestow! Bestow!